I'm gonna do what I'm doing. You just start whenever.
I did.
Oh, all right.
So Jacob, can you elaborate on why you think school isn't for you?
Why I think school isn't for me? Yeah. Well, it's the same thing I told you. When I was in high school, it was all about, if you ask any high school student now, they'll tell you the same thing. We're just in it to learn what we need to know for the standardized exams that we're going to take, and then we're good to go. Kind of like in a factory when they put a little stamp, you passing that exam is like a little stamp, you're good to go, right? So it became less and less about actually learning stuff. Like my freshman year, there was more, my freshman year of high school, I still had that spark of wanting to learn and like that little twinkle in my eye, and my friends agreed. We all sat down and talked about it. Now that we're graduated, we talked about what went wrong, but it really started to go down like at the end of my sophomore year. There's a cat meowing.
Just keep going.
You want me to keep talking over this cat? The people watching this are gonna laugh at the cat noises. Whatever. So it was my junior year of high school that things started to go down because, and you always told me, I know I was always gifted and I always did really good. But what happened was, since it became less and less, interesting in general, and the teachers didn't, I was lucky. I had good teachers that cared about me personally and a lot of other students personally, so I was able to get through it. But, a lot of the other students and a lot of other teachers that I didn't have weren't like that, and were just, they had a curriculum and they just followed orders and did what they had to do. Like you said, the teachers have their hands tied behind their backs. And I get that. I always understood that, especially because you're a teacher. And so what I'm saying now, the reason I'm saying this, I'm very long-winded. I apologize. I don't know why I had to say that. You can probably edit that out. Basically, my point is, in college, the experiences I went through in high school resonate and still, kind of ring through to today. And my experiences with having high expectations that I couldn't meet because I didn't study enough for that test and failing that test, and all those bad experiences kind of built this idea in me that, I don't want to do it because I can't, because I'm not good enough, because the standardizing tests and all these things, they kind of ask a lot of students, a lot from us, So going into college now, I didn't feel like I was prepared. That's why I took a semester off. I didn't feel like I was ready to do it. And what I went through, how bad it was in the fall semester at the end, especially at the end when I had that long phone call with you, that conversation about how I didn't want to do it anymore. I'm not a school person, just because in a way high school was preparing me for having to study and take a lot of tests in college. But it did it the wrong way and kind of discouraged me from wanting to do that. Did you stop recording? Oh, it kind of discouraged me from wanting to try and do good in school, because I have my own personal life that, that I have other things that I want to be doing. Like for me, for example, I like to write, I like to play my piano. I have a lot of other interests in my life that mean a lot more to me than just studying to get a degree, and that's just me personally. That's the reason why I say I'm not a school person. I say that, but it's because I have other things in my life. And had I not gone through those experiences in high school, maybe I would still have that same little, spark in my eye, sparkle, glimmer in my eye, that wanting to learn, that I had when I was a freshman. So, is that what you wanted me to say?
Thank you.
You're welcome.
What are you doing
How long
now?
is that video?
It's almost 5 minutes. What are you doing now?
You can edit the video. I'm doing my homework, is what I'm doing now. I'm finishing it. This is chemistry.